Good morning, guys. Yeah, let me see. Oh, I wasn't turned on. Yes, we are turned on. Welcome to Strength Training for Day 11. I know I'm early. I'm planning to come on early before each session just to talk about things kind of outside of the exercise. I don't want to take up the 10 minutes, which is such a short period of time. I don't want to take up those 10 minutes talking about other things, but it's really important that we do have structure to our day. And I hope that this is giving you some structure to your day, guys. Yeah. And I know that you joining my program here is helping me to have structure in my day. I would still be doing it if you weren't showing up, but it would be really so much harder for me, really very, very difficult instead of something that I enjoy doing. And that's communicating with people online and encouraging them to exercise more, particularly during lockdown. And I feel this 10 minutes 3 times a day is a great way to do it. Okay, and always pop in your say hello in the comments there so that I can hold you a little bit accountable. Yeah, so if I don't see you for a while, I think, oh, are you being lazy? Are you not well? I might be concerned about you. Where are you? Maybe you don't like my program. How can I make it better for you? And these things that go through my mind. But finally, the importance of strong muscles equals strong bones. So the best way to keep your bones strong and to keep them strong is through strength training. And that's stressing the muscle, which then stresses the bones. But you need to be having sufficient resistance to make an impression on the muscle and an impression on the bone. And there's a lot of research out there saying that strength training, impact work, yes, we don't really want to do high impact aerobics as we get over 60, but impact work, walking is low impact, whereas cycling and swimming is non-impact. Those are not going to help to really strengthen your bones. But the best thing is to use resistance and do strength training on the muscles in a structured program. Okay, I put a comment in the Facebook group this morning about this week and the weeks coming up, so do check it out. And just to say that next week I will be using the door anchor and the 1 meter band. Yeah, so it's time to get moving, guys. Check out the comment that I made in the group today and let me know that you've read it. All right, guys. So the warm up, the 1 minute warm up today is a little bit faster than what we normally do. So today it's glutes. This week is mat work. So we've already worked those muscles that we're going to do this week, mostly standing, but we're going to do them on the floor using body weight, but also some equipment. Today you don't need any equipment. Inhale, let's go. Just a mat on the floor would be really good. One more time. So we're going to step forward, right leg forward and back. Stay on the right. Yeah, it's like a rock step, but it's not. We're just not rocking back. Slow it down. Right leg. As you step forward, keep the feet hip bone distance apart. And as you step forward, keep the weight on the heel. So you're not traveling forward like that into the knee. Let's do 4 more here. So we step, land on the heel and lower the back knee. Let's change left leg. So just step back. Make sure the back foot stays facing forward. So just get used to landing on that heel as you step forward. And then we can start to go into a lunge where we're warming up more through the hips and the glutes. So make sure the weight doesn't come onto the front ball of the foot. Keep the weight on the heel. So you step and lower the back knee. So keep it small because it's quite fast. All right, can we alternate right and left? So it doesn't have to be huge. I just go a little step forward. Just starting to wake up through the glutes. Let's do 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. We'll just remind you of the squat. So this is what we worked on last week for the glutes. All right. But today we're going to start off lying on the floor. Yeah. Lying on our tummies. Yeah. And then we got 2 exercises today. And then we're going to stretch out those muscles. Yeah. So we've got a lot to do today. So I think that the first one I'm going to do is probably okay for everybody. One hand on top of the other, under the forehead. So when we're in this position, we're going to do some leg extensions. We need to engage the core, lift the belly button away from the floor, in towards the spine, squeeze the sit bones a little bit. I will be turning the music down in a minute. So we're really going to go light on the right leg and down, light on the left leg and down. So you might not be lifting the leg. You want to keep the leg straight. But the most important thing is that you don't feel it in the lower back. You're lifting from the glutes. Keep going. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's not going to work for me, is it? Oh, keep going. So you keep the leg straight. Yeah, really keep the leg straight and make sure you're lifting from the buttocks. Yeah? So if you don't like the next exercise or your knees don't like it, come back to this. So I'm going a little bit faster here. Yeah, so when you're really working hard, this will be too many repetitions, but this is small range, and I hope you're okay with that. Last 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to come round over onto our back. So roll onto your side first. Beautiful. Move yourself into the center of the mat. We're going to do some bridging. So the feet are hip bone distance apart, and ideally a little bit closer to the bottom than what they probably were when you came into this position. But you need to think about the knees. If you have too great an angle or too small an angle at the knee, it's going to affect the knees. So we're going to keep the spine neutral, and again the weight's on the heels. We're going to lift up for 2 and down for 2. So we're not articulating through the spine. The space between the ribs and the hip bone stays the same. Exhale up and inhale down. So make sure the glutes are working, because they don't need to. But if you make them work, it's a great exercise. You can make this harder if you lift the ball of the feet, dig in the heels. Can we do single counts? You don't have to come all the way down to the mat. Squeeze, tummy in, and tucking the buttocks under slightly as you lift. Good. Good. Last 4, as she said. 3, 2, last one, come down. We'll take a brief rest, knees into the chest, across the ankles, gently stretch out the lower back in case the lower back felt it. So we could repeat any of those previous exercises, or we could increase the intensity. We would bring the feet together, and we're going to do a single leg bridge. So the same as what we've just done with one leg. So let's have the whole of that right foot on the floor, neutral spine. Engage your core. Left leg is lifted. Let's go up for 2 and down for 2. Keep the hips parallel to the floor. Maybe singles. 8, 7, touch down briefly, squeezing through that right butt, cheek, muscle. 4 more. 3, so always make sure the lower back is happy. Come down, change legs. This side has been resting. So get those thighs together, lift for 2. So just set it up first. Make sure the hips stay parallel to the floor, and you're working through the left glute. Can we speed that up? Here we go. It's 8, 7. So dig in more through that left heel. Keep the ribs closed. Last 4, lengthen the lumbar spine. Good. Last 2. Last 1, come down and bring both feet to the floor. Bring those knees back into the chest. Just draw the knees towards the shoulders and hold. Apple Watch is being lazy today. Okay, stretch time. All right, particularly important to stretch out those glutes, or all muscles when we work them. So the easiest stretch is to extend the right leg. I'm going to bring the left knee into the chest. And you're going to ease that left leg across towards the right shoulder. or move it around, maybe just across the body and stretching through the buttock muscles. So this is the easier version if you can't do the next one, which is the main way to stretch the glutes. Well, one of many. Place the left foot on the right thigh, and I've bent that right leg. Make sure my spine is neutral and I'm drawing those legs towards me. I need to support the leg I'm stretching, the side I'm stretching. So if you're able to reach behind the right thigh, that would be fabulous. I have long body, short arms. I don't manage. I'm going to take my hands just above the ankle on the left leg. So you might move around a little bit and make sure you feel that stretch in your buttock muscles. The fibers go in lots of different directions, so somewhere you're bound to feel it. Well, I hope so. Change sides. This time extend the left leg along the floor and bring the right knee in. So we can all do this stretch. All stretches are good. And with that left hand, particularly with the left hand, I'm drawing that knee across the body and I'm stretching into that. It's the hip, the glutes there. Yeah, really important. We don't want them tight because that will affect your pelvic alignment and your lower back, but it's rare that actually the buttocks get tight. And let's go into the other stretch if it's available for you. Bend the left leg, place the right foot on the thigh. Make sure your spine is neutral. You can stay there or bring the legs towards you. Ideally holding around the back of that left thigh doesn't work for me. Maybe it doesn't work for you either. Take hold just above that right ankle so that you support that right leg. So it's not just hanging there in space. And maybe move around where you feel some kind of stretch in your gluteal muscles. And then gently release out of that. Beautiful, guys. Roll over onto your side. Let's finish the class in seated position. Loosen out through the spine. Always good. Do move your spine, even if it's not on the cards in the program. Take a nice inhale. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. Do put your comments in the box there, whether you're here with me or whether you do hashtag replay, watch it on replay. Let me know how those muscles worked for you. And remember, we repeat all the muscles we do in the week in the masterclass that will be coming up on Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you attended the masterclass last week on Saturday, like I know some of you did, pop your comments in the group, yeah? And hopefully they're positive. And hopefully you'll recommend that other people join the masterclass. Okay, guys, you have a good day. I will see you at 5:30, and we are looking at mobility. Today, I'm going to be looking at mobility at the hip. I think we've done it before in a standing position. This time it will be from the mat work. All right, so do check out my comment that I made this morning in the group. Move more, age less, and let's age less, guys. Let's be successful agers. Thank you for joining me today.